What we have shown them are some of the videos from the night of March 16th. Gas attack happened in the city of Samrin. Also, Dr. Tenari, who is one of the physicians who treated the patients in that night, provided eyewitness account how the small field hospital that he operated was overwhelmed with the number of the patients. You had large number of people who presented to the hospitals with respiratory symptoms, with eye irritations, with pulmonary edema or fluid in the lungs, and unfortunately, one of the whole family have succumbed due to the inhalation of large concentration of the toxic gas.
As
And
in a whole family died.
right.
And when you told all this to the members of the Security Council who were there, what was their reaction?
Some of them were crying. Clearly, I mean, they were affected by what they've seen in the videos and what they've heard. Many of them spoke outside of the diplomatic language, and many of them have said that this is outrageous and the perpetrators should be brought to justice. And many of them suggested that the OPCW, which is the organization that deals with chemical weapons, should have prompt and serious investigation
That's
about
the same
these.
organization that was given the task of clearing Syria of chemical weapons.
Exactly. But at the same time, what has mentioned that this organization does not assign who is the perpetrator.
It doesn't
They're
assign.
only
It doesn't assign blame. It's seen as a neutral organization.
exactly. That was not their mandate, which is a problem.
You will be meeting the Russian delegation at the UN. What do you hope to come out of that meeting?
We wanted to make sure that at least we establish some common ground with Russia. They're one of the few countries in the world that can influence the Syrian regime. And hopefully, they can help us in dealing with some of the difficult humanitarian issues. I've mentioned during the testimony that there's 23 patients in the city of Douma near Damascus that are on dialysis and they're blocked from getting their dialysis fluid. And if the Russian can pressure the Syrian government to allow these dialysis fluid to get into Douma, then that would be great and they can be of help for us.
During your testimony, you were tweeting that you'd received reports of another chlorine gas attack. What happened there? Could you tell us about that?
And this is very ironic. After we finished the testimony, Dr. Tanari, my colleague who came from the city of Sarmin, received messages from his hospital that they received about 20 patients who had signs of exposure to chlorine. He said that they were brought from the city of Idlib that was hit with the chlorine bomb. We don't have more details on this issue, and I'm not sure whether this is coincidental or was a message by someone, but it's very suspicious. We're really anxious about what's happening right now in that area because of the dynamics on the ground. We are fearful that more attacks like this will happen at larger scale. Hopefully, we can have more information about this recent attack tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
In terms of the council, we held this meeting. We brought the council members together with these remarkable individuals because the Security Council has come together to pass Security Council Resolution 2118, which has come a long way in dismantling Assad's declared chemical weapons program. But that resolution, which was a resolution unusual for Syria, that all members of the Council were able to agree upon, and very much the product of U.S.-Russian cooperation in dismantling the Syrian chemical weapons program, has not resulted in the end of chemical weapons use in Syria. It is true that we failed to secure an ICC referral out of the Security Council, but it is not true that that means that accountability will not happen in Syria. Individuals who are responsible for attacks like that will be held accountable, and the documentary record is being built, the testimonies are being gathered, and the long arm of justice is taking more time than any of us would wish right now, but this documentary record will be used at some point in a court of law, and the perpetrators of these crimes need to bear that in mind.